Well, welcome to the show tonight. I'm Mark Hedrick. Trey Reid is actually at points unknown. I'm sitting here with kind of the fifth Beatle, Ben Batten, Deputy Director of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Welcome, Ben. Trey, you with us?
I am here, Mark. What's going on? I don't think Ben's mic is.
I don't think Ben's mic's up either. Let's see. Oh, there you go. I think we got it now. Got it? Yeah, there. Now we got it. There we go. Well, tell us where you are, Trey, and what you're doing.
Man, I am. Excuse me, Mark. I am in coastal Louisiana.
Nice.
Down here in the marsh, doing some fly fishing for some redfish. Day one of 3 days of fishing. Drove down yesterday, and man, had a great first day. Obviously, a little cool this morning, but sun popped out about 9 o'clock. Started to warm things up. Man, we had a great first day. Caught a number of fish today.
Well,
so,
great.
Yeah, good day.
Well, Trey, we're going to go straight to the Edwards Food Giant Hotline with the Trader Bill's fishing report. Damon, if you'll punch us up there.
It's time for the Trader Bill's Outdoors Fishing Report. With locations in Hot Springs and Little Rock, Trader Bill's is your one stop for all things outdoors.
Well, joining us tonight on the Edwards Food Giant Hotline is our friend Lance Freeman, who, Lance, you're calling in tonight to give us a little fishing report and tell us about something unusual that happened over the weekend. You with us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. We're perfect.
Hello?
We're perfect. I got you.
Oh, there we go. Now, the only thing I didn't understand was something unusual. I mean, something weird happened I didn't know about, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I thought it was pretty common.
Well, I mean, isn't it? I mean, didn't you probably caught a couple of 10-pounders already before that, hadn't you?
Yeah, that happens every day.
I've been back in Arkansas for about a year now, and I've caught 5 in the double-digit range since I've lived here in a year. So I'm pretty excited about, you know, living down here and what all Arkansas Game and Fish has been able to do with these fisheries the last few years and see them flourish like they are, and it's just really impressive. See, on the bass fishing front of things, the
thing about it is the thing about it is you only fished 3 times. Is that correct?
I may have only fished 3 times in the last 2 days.
Yeah, no doubt.
Give me that
no doubt. Well, tell us a little bit about. I want to hear a little fishing report, but also tell us a little bit about this 14.2 bass you caught in the Rusty Hook on Lake DeGray this weekend.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, I will get to the 14-pounder, but man, I'm sure a lot of your listeners here want to hear about what's going on these lakes right now. And
right. Let's do it.
I've been fortunate enough to get. I've been fortunate enough to get on the water myself, be around a lot of guys, hear what's going on this week. You know, different lakes in Arkansas, and I'll start right here around the Diamond Lake. You know, the Lake Hamilton, Lake Washita's, the Grays. Man, we're finally getting some cold weather. I know a lot of people kind of roll their eyes at that statement, but man, the fishing's about to really get good. They've been on the bank for a long time. A lot of lakes are starting to ease off. They're starting to stop on those first little points and ridges. Those fish have been eating gizzard shad and bluegill for months that have been up shallow. And there's still a lot of fish up there, but, you know, it's starting to get that time of year that they're going to key on those smaller threadfin shad where your swim baits, your 3 to 4-inch swim baits for bass are going to really be key. I know the crappie has been on fire lately. All of these lakes around here have been wildly successful. I mean, I've heard from anywhere from 4 foot to 24, 34 foot have been off the charts in a lot of places. I know little hair jigs for crappie, the little hand-tied jigs have been working wonders. Personally, I love a pink head with a black body and a chartreuse tail, or just a straight white. I mean, there's just both of those right now, depending on your water color, are awesome anywhere around here. I'm getting great reports from up around Greer's Ferry. Smallmouth are just, man, what a cool place that is. You know, when I moved down here, I had no idea there was smallmouth fish like that in Arkansas. But I know a lot of those wigglewort style baits, your big spinner baits, chatter baits on these overcast days like what we've had, those are really starting to pick up. There's even still some topwater fish out there. You know, if you really work hard enough and put it in the right place, then you can come across some really nice topwater fish too, as far as basking.
No doubt. Well, we got probably about 5 more minutes. Isn't that about right, Damon? So Tell us a little bit about the big one you caught. I want to hear about that. I know Ben.
Yeah,
I
man.
know
So,
Ben's
like,
anxious.
man, so that was down on Lake DeGray. What a beautiful, blessed day that was. I look back, and especially with a great friend of mine named Clint Bryant, and it was one of the first times we had fished a tournament together. We started off running down the lake. I'm making mention about how beautiful it is out there. You know, what a blessed day we're fixing to have just because we were out there. And, man, it wasn't 4 minutes. We're into the day after I first stopped that we caught a 14 point. It was a 14.08 on the tournament scale and a 14.20 on a certified scale.
Nice.
They're just an incredible fish. I've been very fortunate to catch several double digits. That one meant a lot.
That's got to be, Ben, wouldn't you say, in the top 10 probably bass?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, we don't keep lake records or anything like that, but that's the best one I've heard of out there.
No doubt.
But
no
I mean,
doubt.
a top in the state ever to be weighed certified for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's just an incredible fish. And you caught it. This is what I think's hilarious, but you caught it on a Bobby Garland, a Wally Marshall crappie rod. Yeah, Wally Marshall crappie rod. Yeah, we don't want to get that. We don't want to leave Wally out. He'll get upset, but caught on a Wally Marshall crappie rod. And, that may be one of the reasons it stayed on there so well. That tip was so, flexible.
Man, it really was something. It's a medium light rod. Lew's makes it called Lew's Wally Marshall Pro Target. It's a dock skipping rod, or dock shooting rod. I'm sorry. And man, listen, I've caught some big ones on this thing. But whenever I set the hook on that one, it bends over almost to the reel. I was like, I've got something. I knew it was. I was very confident it was a bass. I'll say that. And when I got to see it, man, I tried to keep my composure till it hit the deck, and I may have done a little dance or two out there for a moment.
I wish we had a video of that.
Lance, I want to give a shout out to your net man. I think sometimes the net man doesn't get the credit, but golly, I bet he was sweating.
Hey, listen, he said, man, I'm the best looking net man in this boat today. I just laughed,
No doubt.
I was like, dang.
Well, tell us.
Let me tell you something. He did a wonderful job. Do what?
I was going to say, tell us what you did with the bass, because I think this is pretty cool. We got a few minutes.
So I've been around quite a bit. I'm really looking forward to Arkansas Game and Fish is fixing to do with the Legacy program. My hats go off to them and say, hey, we're not necessarily prepared just yet for this fish. And I called Bass Pro Shop, and they were willing to take it to try to do the same thing. They want those big fish in this world just like we do. So I donated the fish to Bass Pro Shop. We did the genetic testing, which is a fin clip from that fish that Arkansas Game and Fish took. And the fish is currently, hopefully, going to be released back into the tank for everybody to see at Little Rock coming up here in about 30 days after its quote-unquote quarantine. So that's what we ended up doing with the fish. They're going to make a replica amount of it as well, so I'm very thankful for that. Hopefully, with Arkansas, the new Legacy program and everything else, we can get a lot of those genetics back, keep them in the state of Arkansas to continue to grow, and I'm really looking forward to that program.
Well, Lance, we appreciate you calling in. Congratulations on your big fish. We need to get you you don't sound too scared to be on the radio. We need to get you in here to the studio one time. Bring Melinda with you, and we'll just have a big old time.
I want to hear more about this fish. I want to hear about how it went down.
Yeah. We need to get him in studio and get him in here to tell about it. So, Lance, I appreciate it.
We can talk about it. I got to tell you one more thing. I know Trader Bill sponsors this segment, guys, but I know Christmas coming up. There are some killer deals on a lot of deals they have there, especially a lot of clothing, stuff like that.
New Lulu's
They've got a heated jacket there. It's 40. You dang right. Hey, there's a jacket in there. It's 40% off. It is a heated jacket, and a 10 out of 10 recommend that thing.
Well, man, awesome. We appreciate it. We'll call you soon. Take care, Lance. Thanks.
Thanks, Lance.
Trey, take us out of here.
Hey, stick around. More Wild Side coming up right after this break.
It's
It's time to hit the lakes and rivers, but before you back that boat into the water, stop by Battery Outfitters in North Little Rock, because the boat ramp is a bad place to discover a dead battery. Jacob Johns and the crew will take care of you like family and make sure you're charged up and ready to roll before you make the first cast. Bad batteries take your fish finder out of the equation, and you can't stay on the fish if your trolling motor won't turn. So take charge of your fishing fortunes with a trip to Battery Outfitters, 5915 JFK Boulevard.
Trader Bill's Outdoors is a one-stop shop for all your fishing and boating needs. They carry Vexus bass boats, Godfrey pontoons, and Taiga surf, wake, and ski boats. Their marine department also features parts and accessories from most boat manufacturers. And if something goes wrong with your boat, their service department is ready to get you back in the game with quality repairs and friendly service. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock, where great fishing and boating began.
I'm Trey Reid from the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz, and when I'm looking for a great home-cooked lunch on the fly, my go-to spot is the deli at my neighborhood Edwards Food Giant. There's always a great selection of delicious meats and vegetables, fresh from the kitchen and served with a smile by the friendly folks behind the deli counter. You'll get heaping portions with cornbread or a dinner roll and a drink to wash it down, all for under $9. For home cooking without the hassle of washing dishes, go see our friends at Edwards Food Giant. Crane Chevrolet in Little Rock is among the small number of Chevy dealers to earn Chevrolet's Mark of Excellence Award. It's reserved for dealers who have both high sales performance and excellent customer service ratings. When you visit Crane Chevrolet, you won't just understand why they won the award, you will feel it. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, let Crane Chevrolet show you the incomparable customer service that's made them one of the country's top Chevy dealers. Crane Chevrolet, I-30, exit 130 in Little Rock, or check them out at cranechevy.com.
It's Justin Acree for Coffin by Design West. Shop with the local folks and get exactly what you want. You can also shop from the convenience of your own home by going to kaufmanlumber.com. There's an online store with over 800,000 items in inventory that can be delivered straight to your front door. Items in inventory include everything from hardware to housewares, heating and cooling supplies, lawn and garden tools, sporting goods, store and office supplies, and there's a huge range of products in each area available. So go by their store in West Little Rock at 14900 Cantrell Road, or do your shopping online at kaufmanlumber.com.
Have questions about retirement, investments, or your money? Call our financial hotline. Dial 501-381-5228 and leave a voicemail with your specific financial question, and our experts will answer it on the Get Ready for the Future show Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Get your financial questions answered by the pros. 501-381-5228. Call now. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and Genwealth Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Progressive knows not all rides are smooth. Meet Sarah. She loves her motorcycle. What she doesn't love is when it suddenly rains. As she sits underneath the bridge waiting for it to stop, she grows quite fond of the graffiti on the overpass. She really likes the one with John Hart's Claire and wonders if they're still together. Not every ride is smooth, but Progressive has your back. Get an online quote in as little as 3 minutes and see if you can save with America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz. The Wild Side Outdoor Report is brought to you by West Rock Landing, your gateway to fishing and fun on Lake Maumelle.
Well, we appreciate Lance Freeman joining us on the Edward Food Giant hotline a little while ago, talk about his big bass. You know, we're getting ready to start catching some bass out at Lake Maumelle. They've been biting really good out there locally. Crappie have been on fire, Ben. So, and you know how much I like to catch crappie because you and I like.
Yeah, we're doing a trip out there, but I've been hearing good things.
But to give you an idea on the ramps, they poured the middle slab of concrete for the middle ramp at West Rock Landing last week. I believe it was Wednesday. They need to cure that 70%, I think, which is a couple of weeks typically. Once they do that, they're going to lay that slab across the top that ties them all in together, probably another week or so for that. They are grading out facing the ramps, the east bank over there. They're going to grade that out, put pea gravel down, which, of course, you know about because you're in on it. The Game Fish is in on it.
Oh, yeah. I think folks are going to like it when it's all said and done. And I'm hearing a January finish if all goes well and
That's
weather
right.
cooperates. And I can't wait.
I can't either. I know a lot of people have been looking. It's been a long time coming, and we've had a lot of things from lakes going down and then changes in just all sorts of changes in the agencies and this, that, and the other. So, but anyway, they're going to pour that slab, tie the 3 ramps together. Then they're going to bring the 2 walkways in. They're going to put those. They're going to be 90 feet each, I believe, going down either side of the ramp. Dude, it's going to be awesome. We'll be launching boats there. I'm hoping by the 1st of January and get out there. And we just need the lake to come up. They're going to let the lake go back up full pool. It's down about 7 feet right now. So go out and see Chelsea out at West Rock Landing at Lake Maumelle. The back ramp's open. Catch a lot of fish. And we appreciate West Rock Landing for sponsoring the Outdoor Report.
Absolutely.
Ben, tell us a little bit about what's going on in your world right now.
Well, a lot's going on. I mean, just from an overall game and fish world, obviously we're a major portion of modern gun season's wrapping down. A lot of folks in the woods. Great time to get out on the water, for sure. I have come over time to enjoy cold weather fishing.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you're in Dulac.
No kidding.
Right, Trey?
It's not bad.
So what do you got to add here, Trey? Let's go.
No, man, I'm just still excited about hearing about Lance's fish.
Yeah.
I mean, that happened over the weekend, and you start getting text messages and hearing about it. Mark, you sent it to me.
Yep.
Ben, what was your initial reaction when you started seeing images of that fish?
Holy bleep. I got it texted to me, I want to say about 4 times in a 20-minute period from 4 very different directions, which I was excited. I shared it with my leadership team at AGFC. There couldn't be a better teaser for our upcoming Legacy Lunker program than someone popping a 14-pounder.
Wow. I mean, just unbelievable. It's like, I talked to Mark earlier today, and I was like, and he was explaining he had talked to you and Tommy Laird a little bit about I was like, oh man, it's too bad. It was just, a few more weeks and it could have been a Legacy Lunker.
The thing is that's kind of going to be one of my keepers and culls there, Trey.
Okay.
But no, I'm just saying when we think about it, that you can figure out what it's going to be. But when you have somebody that catches one, of course the Game and Fish is very aware of the timing of this program. They don't want them in the tanks too long.
Guys, every day extra we hang on to that fish between when it's caught and when it's breeding is a day it can get sick. Something can go wrong. I mean, we're going to be ready to rip January 1. I think, we've talked about on this show, we did what we call the soft launch last year. Yep. We took 5 fish, bred a couple of them. But
they all made it?
Yeah, yes, exactly. And we worked really, really closely. I cannot say enough about Texas Parks and Wildlife staff over there that's been doing this now 40 years. They were really generous about sharing all the lessons they've learned. And one of the biggest ones is they don't take every fish. If they get to a ramp and one is beat up or tough looking, that's something they kind of have
the mortality. Let me tell you something. You bring in a dead fish. All the work that goes to making the program successful. You see one dead fish, like at tournaments. You see fish floating after a tournament. It impairs the whole tournament. Everybody go, oh my gosh! So you don't want that. You don't want that mortality. And I think that you and I talked a little about this, Ben. People are going, man, you should have put that fish back. You should have just let it go. They should have let it swim back. Honestly, I think that letting Bass Pro have it and having it come back to Little Rock, and people get to see that fish, and it inspires people that you can go out and catch a 14-pounder. And if it had been caught,
no, Mark, that's exactly what I thought when I heard him say that.
Yeah.
So cool that if they're able to make that happen, that'll be really neat.
Well, and Trey, you and I talked about this today. If that had been caught in March, that could be a potential state record.
Yeah, that's true. And I want to give Lance some coverage because I know he took some heat about giving it to Bass Pro. But the truth is, if that fish went back, there's about a 99.5% chance it's never seen again and dies of old age. It is going to inspire kids, me, you know, whoever, to get out there and give them a try. I mean, the guy caught 3 double digits in like 48 hours.
Yeah,
I mean, they're out there.
Yeah, they are. And the thing about it is, there are folks.
Unbelievable, man.
Listen, Trey, I talked to Rodney Harper. He had a guy come in up there at Harper's Pure Country Taxidermy. Some guys come in and said, "Man, we're putting the deer rifles up. We're putting our guns up." He says, "January 1st, we're going fishing for that legacy lunker."
They're looking for big lunker. Hey, one thing I'll say, and I know Ben is the guy that's told me this. Just remember how remarkable a fish like that just is. I mean, you know, all legacy lunkers, all this other stuff, just that a fish lives to be that big, incredible, man.
Absolutely.
Well, Trey, take us out.
Hey, stick around. We got more Wild Side coming up. Little Rock, Arkansas, and Dulac, Louisiana. Y'all, we'll see you shortly.
There's grace in this world. On the wild side, living free.
Spring and summer may be behind us, but that doesn't mean there's not a good reason to get out to Lake Maumelle to enjoy a day on the water. Trey Reid here from the Wild Side to tell you about West Rock Landing. Our friends at West Rock have everything you need to enjoy a day on the lake. Whether you're fishing for bass or crappie, or just taking in the amazing views of the Ouachita Mountains, West Rock offers bait, tackle, boat rentals, and so much more. Check them out at westrocklanding.com or go see them just a few miles west of Little Rock on Highway 10. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle.
Hey folks, Mark Hedrick here to tell you about Battery Outfitters in North Little Rock. They're here to serve your battery needs, from cell phones to hearing aids to power tools. And when it comes to service, Battery Outfitters is second to none. Got a problem with your truck or your boat battery? Just pull in at 5915 JFK Boulevard and the Battery Outfitters crew will handle the rest. And don't forget to ask about Key Fob Friday and Watch Battery Saturday. You'll be glad you did. Battery Outfitters, 501-537-4990 for all your battery needs.
I'm Mark Hedrick from the Wild Side. Let me tell you about Tammy Chase Insurance. Tammy Chase is a wealth of knowledge as she guides her clients through the sometimes confusing world of health insurance and Medicare coverage. I know because she's helped me understand my options and find the perfect fit for me. She'll do the same for you because every client benefits from her expertise and local market knowledge. Give her a call at 501-658-5127. Tammy Chase Insurance. She puts the I care in Medicare solutions.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Let's get it. Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcat!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter Agents Seth Hobbs, Larissa Kelly, or Matt Steele in Bryant today.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray. Or stop by 65th and University.
Oaklawn is here for when you want real action, and the wait is over. Live racing is back. Every weekend brings big moments, big crowds, and your chance to feel the thrill of a big win. The holiday racing season begins Friday, December 12th, and runs through January 4th. Then, the excitement returns with the classic racing season, January 30th through May 2nd. It's racing, it's winning, it's everything you've been waiting for. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The cost of mesothelioma treatments can exceed $400,000, and families often face losing their homes and life savings just to pay the bill. The Rights and Claims Department of Flint Cooper has helped victims secure financial support they need to pay for their care and ensure their family's future. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma and don't have legal representation, call Flint Cooper now at 800-606-8169. Time is running out for you to file a claim, so don't wait. Call 800-606-8169 for a free consultation.
Kohl's Customer Appreciation Event is here, right in time for the gift exchange. Even though everyone pretends gifting isn't a competition, it kinda is. At Kohl's, save on gifts everyone will fight over. From sweaters and flannels to air fryers, toaster ovens, and more. Because deep down, the gift exchange isn't just about giving. It's also about winning. Shop Kohl's and save on top gifts now. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offers end December 14th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
It's time for this week's Tammy Chase Insurance Outdoor Trivia Question. You may not know the answer to this week's trivia question, but Tammy Chase has the answers for all your health insurance and Medicare needs. Tammy Chase Insurance. She puts the I care in Medicare solutions.
All right, we've talked about this on the show before. Trey remembers talking about it, and Ben, we talked about this before. The trivia question tonight is easily, if this is a word, Googleable. But
I didn't know the answer.
Yeah, I know.
We had talked about it on the show, but I'd forgotten talking about it. And when you presented it to me pre-show, I did not know the answer.
Right. Well,
I don't like to Google. I don't like to Google for these kind of things.
You're gargling because you're in Dulac right now. You're probably down there gargling.
Well, this morning I did, with my mouthwash.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about, never mind. A clear liquid maybe.
Perhaps.
Okay, so today's Tammy Chase trivia question is, and if you get the answer right, you get a $10 Sonic gift card. So call in at 501-661-1037. The question is, what is the largest sandstone crevice cave system in the U.S., and where is it located? Simple. The largest sandstone crevice cave system in the U.S., and where is it located? That's the Tammy Chase trivia question. We got Trey here calling in from Dulac, Louisiana on the Edwards Food Giant Hotline. Got Ben Batten, Deputy Director of the Game and Fish, who you get to see quite often in your other job, Trey.
I do, man. I do.
So, Ben, tell us some things that are going on at the Game and Fish. I know you've gone through the stuff with Lake Conway, and it's coming along, and we've had fairly dry weather to get a lot of that done.
Yeah, we lost last week with the rain, but up until then, they've done a lot of the front end prep and stage work. They got to kind of build road and platform, et cetera, and turnarounds to get to work. And they've started on the coffer dam, so it's going to be two structures instead of one. And we'll see as soon as it dries back out a little bit, they're going to get after it. And I'm just excited. It took us a little while to get to this point, but fear not, we're still on and ahead of time, and just can't wait to really get that thing going.
It's really cool driving to Conway and looking out across there and seeing that grassland, because when it does fill up, can you imagine the habitat that's
so that grass represents nutrients that have been locked in those sediments for decades, sitting there doing nothing. They're all out. They're going to flood up, decay, and go into productivity. And I mean, we've seen it every time we flip a lake over. It's always tough on the front end, but the results are incredible. I can tell you about Poinsett. We got Monticello coming back online. We've seen past with White Oak and Atkins and other things. So it's great. I can't wait. We'll be fishing Conway. It'll be a minute, but sooner than you think. And meanwhile, there's lots of other places to go.
And that soil's compacting, so it's getting to be a really hard bottom. We're picking up a depth just because of that.
Yeah, I think on average they've seen about anywhere from 6 to 10 inches of contraction there, which doesn't sound like that much on its own, but in a lake with an average depth of 4 foot, 10 inches is a big deal.
Well, that's
like you extrapolate that over the thousands of acres.
That's right,
and it starts to make a big difference.
Well, I mean, you're looking at almost 25% difference in depth, and a bass sitting in 4 feet of water, if he can move out to 5, that makes a lot of difference a lot of times, Trey.
Sure does.
Trey, we got us somebody here on the Edwards Food Giant hotline.
This is Adam.
Adam, welcome to the show. You got an answer for us? You there?
Yeah, how are y'all doing?
Good. You got an answer to the trivia question? The largest sandstone crevice cave system in the U.S. is located where?
Yeah, I believe that is up in northwest Arkansas. That is Devil's Den State Park.
There you go. The longest one is the Devil's Den Cave, and it extends 550 feet. Used to, you could go into a lot of these caves, but they've kind of block some of them off because of the bats having the white nose syndrome up there. But it's still a very interesting place to go, and you can still walk up there and see a lot of neat stuff. Stay on the phone with us, Adam, and Damon's going to come get your information.
As soon as I get these two heathens taken care of, we'll be with you.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and get you a gift certificate from Tammy Chase. She's going to send you a Sonic gift card to $10.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
I appreciate it.
Thanks
hold
for
on.
listening, Adam.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Put him on hold there, Damon. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, Trey. So, again, we got Ben Batt in the studio, Trey Reid on the Edwards Food Giant hotline calling in from Dulac, Louisiana. So tell us how you caught these redfish today. As you were coming into the docks this evening, I heard you going, "Oh, look, there's a wake. You got one over there pushing water."
Man, again, it was pretty cloudy this morning, and it was, what the weather's been doing. It was a little, the front moved through here last night or yesterday, I guess the night before actually, but it was pretty cool this morning. But sun popped out, high clouds early, but the sun popped out, gave us some pretty decent visibility. Look, man, we're the visibility, it's sight fishing, but you don't have great visibility. Hence, a lot of these fish we're catching you're literally just kind of laying the fly rod out with, 8-10 feet of line. Like there was one that the fish I caught today, I thought it was a bait. I thought it was a small bait like a pogey or menhaden or whatever. Yeah. It was probably 12 to 14 feet from the boat. And as we got closer, I was like, oh, that's a tail. And so lay a cast in there, it was like no fancy shadow casting or anything like that. Basically just flip the rod over to put the try to drop the fly in the spot there, and got lucky. I mean, the fly line was essentially inside of the rod tip when he bit. I mean, we had several bites like that. So it's but then, man, when they take off, it is just incredible. They are so strong. Just a beautiful part of the world down here, man. Really, really interesting place. One of the most productive, estuaries in the country.
Well, I've talked to a lot of folks that go down and target redfish. I mean, they'll leave Little Rock and drive down to the coast, and they'll go to Venice and target them, and they'll go where you're going inland a little bit more in the marshy areas. And they say if you're fishing with just regular rod and reel, it's a lot like bass fishing.
It is, and I've done that a number of times too. Come down here and I guess for me, what's most gratifying about it, and you alluded to the fact that it's just really not that far. I mean, it's 7 to 7.5 hour drive to where I am. From Little Rock, and it's not that hard to do it yourself, whether you're fishing conventional tackle or fly fishing. I mean, it is having some good electronics and navigation and GPS and knowing where you are. It is it's like a maze, down here, but it's something that's within reach of a lot of Arkansans who listen to the show. I mean, and great resource, not that far from our backyard there in Arkansas.
Well, you get down on some of these big lakes like Okeechobee, and you get down there and you hear about people just running across nothing but 3 and 4 feet of water in a bass boat, and you just see grass. Well, that's kind of how it is where you are. I don't know if I could ever find my way out of someplace like that.
It is, Mark. I mean, it is like kind of a maze, and this is the fourth time I've been down in the last 3 years and fishing with some guys that come down here. Maybe once or twice as well a year, and we've kind of figured some things out. It's just like fishing back home, right? Where you go to a spot and you go a few times and you start to figure out, certain things. Especially we do this trip the same time of year every year, first or second week of December, but everything's different every time. You got a different moon, you got different tides, you've got different water temperatures, you know, the amount of rainfall, fresh water that runs into the system and changes the salinity can you know, relocate fish. So, you know, look, it's fishing. It's just fun to put the puzzle pieces together and figure it out. And we got fortunate today and got a pretty picture when we put the puzzle together.
Hey, Trey, what's your boat situation? What are you getting around in?
We've got 2 skiffs. One of our fishing with 3 guys from Missouri, and then Casey Hughes from there in Little Rock, who you know. And Casey's got a Hog Island skiff, and our buddy Darren's got a Maverick that he just bought down in Florida a couple months ago. So
cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is, man. It's great.
You know, that's kind of on my bucket list to go down and catch a redfish. I've seen them catch a redfish off the pier at the Gulf State Park and seen some monsters come up, you know, and then let them go. But that was by accident. I've seen them do it. I want to go target them one day. Well, Trey, stick with us. And the listeners out there, stick with us. We got Trey on the Edwards Food Giant Hotline, Ben Batten sitting in studio. We'll be back in about 4 minutes for more of the Wild Side.
Mr. Phillips found old Johnny Cash.
Trader Bill's Outdoors has the largest fishing tackle selection in the region, including the newest lures and the newest colors, as well as a wide selection of locally made lures that are proven winners on Arkansas lakes and streams. They also carry top-of-the-line rods and reels by the industry's leading companies, and they employ local anglers who are always prepared to answer your questions and set you on the path to success. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock.
Crane Chevrolet is a family-owned dealership committed to honesty, integrity, and outstanding customer service. Looking for a new ride? Crane Chevrolet has a wide selection of new and used vehicles, and when it comes to service after the sale, Crane's skilled technicians and modern service center will exceed your expectations. Crane Chevrolet is more than a car dealership. They're a part of the community. Crane Chevrolet, just off I-30, exit 130, or check them out at cranechevy.com.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family, service like your daddy used to get. Visit in store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
For 55 years, you've trusted Sigma Supply for all your packaging and shipping needs. And now, as part of Brady Plus, they've got even more to offer. From janitorial supplies, facility supplies, and food service disposables, Sigma Supply has you covered. Ordering is a breeze with over 50,000 new products online at sigmasupply.com. Call or text sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600 and ask for the Buzz discount now because it's there. And remember, if you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you've got low-grade product, man.
Hey, Arkansas, got your ticket? The Powerball jackpot is more than $500 million. Imagine what you could do with this life-changing amount of money. A new car? Dream vacation? The possibilities are endless, but the clock is ticking. Drawings are every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, so don't wait. Get a Powerball ticket today at your favorite lottery retailer. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
With Progressive's collision coverage, my family gets up to $1,000 for vet bills if I'm injured in a car accident. And that makes this Chihuahua really feel like part of the family. What's that? I don't sound like a Chihuahua? Oh, I'm sorry. What exactly am I supposed to sound like? I guess all Chihuahuas are high-strung, riding around in expensive designer purses. Actually, I prefer riding in cars. So I appreciate that my family protects me with Progressive's pet collision coverage. Okay, maybe I am a little high-strung. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and is subject to policy terms.
In today's digital world, compliance isn't just a box to check, it's a necessity. Network Services Group will help you navigate the complex landscape of cybersecurity regulations, making sure your business stays compliant and secure. Stay ahead of the curve. Focus on what really matters, growing your business. Network Services Group, your partner in compliance for banks and medical organizations.
Network Services Group. One call does it all.
I'm a real wild one. Wild one. Wild one. Wild one. It's Shoot from the Hip, brought to you by Crane Chevrolet. Mark and Trey always like to shoot from the hip every week. But when it comes to Crane Chevrolet, they shoot straight and always hit their target.
Well, welcome back to the Wild Side. I'm sitting here with Ben Batten in studio. Trey is on the Edwards Food Giant hotline in Louisiana. And it's time to shoot from the hip with our buddy Ben Batten.
Let's do it.
Mark,
Yep.
Mark, I know you got a lot of questions. I'm going to just throw this out.
Yeah.
Let Ben sweat a little bit. I have polled my fellow anglers here to pose a question to Ben, and I've got an additional question.
Well, let's go for it. Just go for it.
Okay, Ben. Sage and Grundon's Elite Pro Casey Hughes throws this one out to you. Bowfin or buffalo?
Like, what's my favorite? I mean, bowfin is a really cool fish.
Yeah, it is.
Just
it
is.
He'll like that. Bowfin. Bowfin's the answer.
There you go. There you go. And listen. Is Tracy Hughes a Grundon's elite angler, or is he a Grundon's elite angler? That's a question for Tracy, for Casey. I mean, so.
I'll ask him. I've retired back to the studio, my private studio.
There you go. So, Ben, what's a must-have snack to have on a fishing or hunting trip?
Oh man, I'm a Nutty Buddy guy. I think you can't beat it.
How many people say that, Trey? That's crazy.
It's just the best.
Nutty Buddies are pretty good.
Yeah. I'm a Three Musketeers guy.
Okay,
so.
I think I've had one off of you. On
yeah,
a boat
you
before.
have. You have. Cup of coffee in the morning or something else?
Oh shoot, cup of coffee. I drink about whatever 17.6 ounce water bottles worth.
Does Marcella make this for you in the morning?
No,
French press.
No. I do a pour over.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean anything worth doing is worth doing.
There,
right.
I guess you're right. Favorite fish to catch?
Man, as time has gone on, I have to say crappie.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of bass fishing over the years, and I love bass fishing, but crappie has over time become my favorite.
You ever seen a Bigfoot?
I have not had the pleasure.
Yeah, well, the only one so far is Homer White. That's the only one that's seen one. So if you had 24 hours to do anything you wanted to do in the outdoors, Marcella said, just go. What would you do?
Man, I'm going to go skiing somewhere, and then I'm going to shoot a sheep of some sort.
Oh, and then come 24 hours. Nice.
Yeah, helicopter drop in, ski down somewhere, and then shoot a bighorn.
Now that's pretty cool.
I like to think that when you pose this question, Mark, that it is like money is no object. You can
you can do anything you want.
I like that creative and outside the box thinking.
And I just like to see him skiing. That's what that's what I want to see.
I'd surprise you.
Maybe it's like a biathlon situation.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then shoots the sheep during a rest break.
Right. That's it. And then skins it like Clifton would do by holding on to it with his teeth. In
38 seconds.
In 38 seconds. Okay, here's the last one for you. Have you ever eaten a pickled pig's foot, a pickled egg, Spam, or lamp chicken?
Okay, pickled egg, yes. Spam, yes. The others, no.
You had never eaten lamp chicken?
Nah. Well, are you talking about like just gas station chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Yeah, everybody's eating lamp chicken. Well, Trey, that's it. That's our shooting from the hip from Crane.
I like it. He started strong with the bowfin. Casey has a dream of perhaps one day establishing or setting a state record for the emerald bowfin.
Oh, yeah.
And they are such a cool fish. They really are.
Listen, bowfin and drum have broken more tournament bass anglers' hearts than about anything out there. But I do want to give a shout out. Buffalo, we have learned in the last 10 years of science that they can live over 100 years. So I do have a healthy respect for buffalo. But from a sport fish perspective, a bowfin is fun, man.
Hey, speaking of long-lived fish, I didn't mention this to y'all earlier, but I think we ended up with 9 or 10 fish landed today. 9, all but one of those were redfish. The other one, an alligator gar.
Nice.
Yeah, you said it weighed about 20 pounds or something?
Yeah, about 20, 25 pounds. I mean, I don't know, probably
4 or 5 foot?
3.5 to 4 feet long.
Yeah.
But gosh, they're just so thick. We were talking about that on the boat. That that was my buddy Jeff Trigg from up in Missouri caught that one, and he was like, they're just like compared to a long nose or they're just so much more. They're
prehistoric
robust fish.
Yeah, but no, you're right, Trey. They're thick, man. You just
they're
can't.
Thick, yeah.
Did Jeff know that's what he was throwing at when he threw?
No, not initially.
Good answer.
We had seen a few, but no, we did not know until it surfaced, and we're like, oh, that's not a redfish. Yeah. To give you an idea, the snout was about the size of like my hand, so it's a pretty, I'd say 20, 25 pounds, but beautiful fish, nice little bonus fish.
No doubt.
Hey, speaking of fish, we got some guy here on line 1 that wants to ask you guys some questions.
Here we go.
This is John.
Hey, John, we got you on there. Go ahead with your question. I got Trey on the Edwards Food Giant hotline.
Hey, thanks. Hey, Trey, I'm originally from Louisiana, but I go down to Grand Isle for a week the day after Christmas. But I fish out of a kayak because that's just my thing. But I've noticed every year that I go down there, I see more and more Arkansas-made boats that are fishing down there. Express being number one. And as an Arkansas person now, I'm really proud that our boats are really infiltrating the market down there.
Man, that's a great point. It's funny. I don't think I'm in the market because I'd like to stay married, but I was looking at an Express skiff, their flat skiff. It's a great boat, And I was thinking during the break, Ben asked me about what kind of boats we were using. Look, you can come down here in a classic Arkansas aluminum boat, which we're so famous for making in Arkansas, and do just fine. Or a kayak, like you fish. I mean, I just want to stress the accessibility of this fishery down here. It's like it is a vast labyrinth of canals and bayous and just marsh and maze and everything. But whether you got a kayak, an aluminum flat bottom boat, or a flat skiff, you can do it.
It's interesting to me how many bay boats you're seeing now. How many manufacturers make them? Like you say, Express makes a beautiful bay boat. Vexus makes
they got a great. Express makes a great skiff.
Yeah,
man. I see a lot of those in my saltwater travels.
Yeah, and Vexus makes a beautiful bay boat. With the skiff type setup. So, a lot of neat things going on in fishing, and like I say, that's a pretty cool place to go.
I want to thank John for mentioning Express Boats, who is the official boat sponsor of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's Legacy Lunker program.
Yeah. So we appreciate it, John.
Yeah. Hey, Trey, I got a. When we go down there in December, it's always good to have cold weather because where the redfish are going to be. So would it be found? Is cold weather hindered y'all or?
Trey, you still there?
No, it was on today, man. The front that came through
night
before last. Yeah,
we got about 30 seconds. So.
All right, thanks, gentlemen.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for calling in. Trey, you with us still?
Yeah, thanks, John. No, John, if you're still listening, it was a great day. Yeah, the cold weather was good for us today.
Good. Well, listen, everybody stick with us. We'll be back on the wild side in about 4 minutes.
Navigating the world of health insurance coverage can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why Tammy Chase Insurance is here to help. Medicare coverage, health insurance, indemnity, life, dental, and vision. Tammy Chase and her team have the expertise and resources to help you figure out the plans and coverages that are right for you. Check them out on the web at TammyChaseInsurance.com or stop by in person at 8414 Counts Massey Road in North Little Rock. Tammy Chase puts the I care in Medicare solutions.
I'm Mark Hedrick from the Wild Side here on 103.7 The Buzz. You probably already know Edwards Food Giant as the meat people. And when I'm looking to throw a steak on the grill, my first stop is the incredible meat counter at Edwards Food Giant. Ribeyes, fillets, strips, T-bones, and porterhouses. Whatever your favorite cut, you'll find the best selection of certified Angus beef at Edwards Food Giant. Their prices are great, with weekly specials that will make your next steak dinner as affordable as it is tasty. Go see them today. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people. Mark Hedrick here from the Wild Side to tell you about our friends at West Rock Landing on Lake Maumelle. I've been fishing Maumelle for decades, and even though I've learned a few things about catching fish on the lake through the years, I've also learned that it all starts at West Rock Landing. If you're looking for a place to hold your next bass tournament, our friends at West Rock are ready to help you take care of the details. Their covered deck is perfect for weigh-ins. They can also set you up with a boat rental for a day of fishing or a day of just enjoying the views and the area's wildlife. Go see them today. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family. Service like your daddy used to get. Visit in-store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa. The Christmas season is upon us, and boy, has it been a year. I think we all could use a little peace of mind and some relaxation. Well, we have the special for you. This gift is so good, it's a 2-hour package for $125. That's it. You can get it for yourself, your husband, your wife, your dog sitter, your in-laws, your boss. Your boss can get it for everybody else. Go to avabelladayspa.com to find out more.
Honey, wake up. Santa's sleigh is on the roof.
Not a sleigh. It's a brand new Lincoln. And you can win your own during Southland Casino Hotel's Here Comes Santa promotion.
How do we win?
Earn entry starting November 1st to win your share of over $550,000 in free play and prizes. And don't forget the grand prize drawings on November 29th and December 27th to win a brand new Lincoln.
Come on, honey. Let's navigate to Southland.
Tell your friends about Here Comes Santa at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Bell & Schwartz Gentleman's Store has stores within a store. The Martin Dingman Lodge leather goods, accessories perfect for Christmas bags, wallets, gloves, socks, and cigar cases. Name brands Gentile, Cricket Razorback gear, Peter Millar apparel, and Fiore athleisure wear. Bell & Schwartz quality men's clothing, the only store with a tailor on staff for your custom needs. Bell & Schwartz, 1011 Oak Street in Conway, on Facebook and Instagram.
Catch Quinn Grovey each Thursday this football season on The Zone. Get insight from one of Arkansas's best, brought to you by Conway Wealth Management. Conway Wealth Management, planning today for your tomorrow. Take control of your financial future and call or visit Conway Wealth Management today, 501-358-3994.
Or visit ConwayWealthManagement.com.
Securities and financial planning offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz. It's time for this week's Keepers and Calls, presented by Battery Outfitters. Sometimes you keep them, sometimes you throw them back. But when it comes to your battery needs, the service and selection at Battery Outfitters are always keepers.
Well, we got Ben Batten sitting in studio, Trey Reid on the Edwards Food Giant hotline from Louisiana. Ben's got a keeper for us, Trey.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it.
I'm going, well, first of all, 14-pound bass is a keeper, but I want to go broader than that. Just winter fishing. I did not grow up. Dad and I were not. We were more fair weather fishermen. Yep. And I remember I got to Arkansas 20 years ago, and a guy I went to school with told me, man, he in the heyday of Monticello, he caught an 11.6 on New Year's Day, and I was like, holy cow. Anyway, after that, since then, I've fished more and more every winter, and I just have come to enjoy it.
Your dad and I smoked the crappie out there one winter.
We did go in the winter. That's right.
It was
That's
cold.
true. Yeah,
it was cold.
we did good.
Of course, from where y'all are from, that was nothing.
No, it's not bad.
What do you got, Trey?
I got a keeper for you. Look, it dawned on me today, Mark. We've got, this is the last of 3 shows before the holidays, and I got a keeper for you. It's a 3-pound keeper. It's called River to Ridge. It's a book by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Just came out a few months ago. Man, would make great Christmas gifts for the outdoors person in your life, whether they like to hunt and fish, enjoy the history of our Game and Fish Commission wildlife management areas in Arkansas. Man, such a great book, field guide, but also, like I said, great stories about how these areas came to be, other great places of interest. Look, if hunter, angler, bird watcher, hiker, paddler, whatever you like to do outdoors, you need this book. It is definitely a keeper. Available from Game and Fish at the Nature Center at the Little Rock office for $20. You can order it through the licensing portal at agfc.com for $27, or go by Ozark Outdoor, Wordsworth, Cynthia East Fabrics actually carries the book. There's a few retail outlets in Little Rock that are carrying it. So anyway, awesome book. Check it out.
I got a keeper for you, Trey. I thought was kind of funny. A Virginia liquor store had an unusual bandit break into its store recently. A raccoon fell through the ceiling, breaking a bunch of liquor bottles, and decided to imbibe. And
oh boy!
And this is what's great. This is what's great. The police found the drunken raccoon passed out in the bathroom. How many times does that happen?
Man, I'm so glad I had that one in my notes since last week. I'm glad you brought that one in, because that is just the cops roll in and the raccoon is passed out drunk in the bathroom.
Splayed out. I'm not talking about it's splayed out. It was great. And the good thing about it is the very intoxicated raccoon was taken to an animal shelter where they gave it a chance to sober up, and it was released back into the wild. I'm sure it's going through some sort of forest, counseling right now.
It's like it's ignition breathalyzer systems on every tree in the neighborhood.
Yeah, no doubt.
Climb them.
But I thought that was great. And another one, like I say, I was going to say the 14.2-pound bass as well. The other keeper I've got is sunsets are starting to get a little bit later every day, so that's good. I like, I don't like cold, dark, and early. I like sunshine late in the afternoon. With daylight savings time beginning March 8th, I'll be talking about that a lot because
look, less than 2 weeks away from the solstice, which is the shortest day of the year. But remember, the worm turns.
Yes, it does.
Starts getting longer.
And a couple other things I wanted just to say in the Keepers and Calls segment, and I probably should have said them in the outdoor segment as well. But congratulations, Lucas Miller and Miller Graham and the Trader Bill's High School Trail on Dirks Lake. They had 13-18. They were the junior high winners. The senior high winners was Colton Mize and Connor Adams. They had 1762, so congratulations to those guys. Mr. Bass of Arkansas and Lake Hamilton, your winner was Chris Huselton, who is if you know anything about Arkansas fishing and you know anything about Lake Hamilton, you know Chris Huselton because he is a hammer. So proud of him. And then another thing I wanted to point out, new shipment of 2026 Luz and Zebco in at Trader Bill's. I was out there the other day, and check out their clothing. They got boots, Sitka, Drake, Extra Tough, Rocky boots, and Muck boots. And Little Rock store just got a bunch of those forward-facing sonar minnows in. You need to go by and see those at the Trader Bill's Little Rock, 12006 I-30 Frontage Road. That's what I believe that may be what that 1420 came on. So go out there and see the guys and let them talk to you. And Trey, anything else to ask Ben while we got him here?
Man, I just want to say thanks to Ben for sitting in tonight, keeping you and Damon company. What a great show, man. I had no idea, Mark, that you had were going to bring Lance on to talk about that incredible fish.
Well, I got to surprise you every now and then.
Gosh, I mean, the wild side, man, if you want to hear it, in the Arkansas Great Outdoors, this is where you need to be, man.
Yeah.
Even when I'm out of town.
Yeah.
Thank you to modern technology, too, for making it all happen.
And you can only talk about 5-pound smallmouth for so long, Trey. You got to go to something else for it. But thank you, Lance, for calling in. Great fish. Trey, thanks for coming in on the Edwards Food Giant Hotline. Ben, thank you. And Trey, see you next week. See everybody out there next week.
Night, y'all.
The hairs on your arm will stand up. At the terror in each sip and in each sup when the man comes around.
The last bastion of quality